Now, what you're about to witness is what happens sometimes in Age of Sigmar. When the perfect storm of dice is coupled with the perfect double turn, sometimes things go horribly awry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Maybe you can have a good laugh out of this one. This is extra content for you guys. Hello there, Wargamers! Josh and Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you more of the brand new battle tome, the Soulblight Gravelords. Today, in this game, it is the Legion of the Night, led by Manfred, up against the Sons of Behemat, big old giants.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Here we have, this actually might be exactly 2,000 points, of Legion of Night bloodline for the Soulblight Gravelords, using some of their new and improved rules. I'm going to go through as much of the named characters and the dynasties as I can, as fast as I can, folks. And today's game is Legion of Night in a build that I could see myself playing often. I made fun of the Fellwing Flock, saying I'll probably never play that. Then I realized, oh wait, Vargeister battle line for Legion of Night, that's actually kind of cool. So that's what I did with today's build. And I want to put a disclaimer out there. Josh and I have recorded a battle report for the first impressions, and I haven't had a chance to see any feedback from that battle report. So if there was anything that you as a viewer had pointed out, I would not know as of this point. So, I'll get feedback after that battle report and these ones here, and then I'll be able to up my Soulblight game. Not that it's too different from Legion of Nagash, but there are a few subtle changes here and there. And I'm going to go into greater detail about my army build because it is a newer battle tome, so if you just don't want to deal with that, skip ahead. But we have Manfred. Of course, we're going to be playing with the named characters. I love them so much. I won't be playing with them every game, but my first initial games will all include them. And they have the new and improved rule that if he is part of a Legion of Night force, he is the army's general, in addition to the model that I would choose to be my army's general. So he is the overall bigwig leader, obviously leading the battle, but he has a second in command that oversees, or that he delegates work to, right? That's going to be this Vampire Lord over here. He is going to be my army general that'll gain a command trait, whereas Manfred von Karstein will be the overall leader. This old Vlad model, not that old I suppose, will be will have Unbending Will from the Legion of Night command traits. That is, I believe, Gravelord units wholly within 12 of him automatically pass battle shock checks. So he's going to be following around the big horde so they don't have to worry about battle shock. Sorry, specifically Legion of Night, but yeah. Immune to battle shock, wholly within 12 of him. He will be marching up with the army is the goal there, or at least the hopes there. He's also going to have the Artifact of Power, the Shard of Night. He will ignore all rend from all missile attacks that target him. So he'll have a 3-up save against all missile attacks. Because honestly, nothing else really calls to me in the Vault of Karstinia for a single Vampire Lord on foot. There's a couple, like the Vial of Pure Blood's not bad, but maybe for on a zombie dragon with a Death Lance would be a little more ideal for that one. And over here we got a Necromancer acting as magical support. He is going to have Morbheg's Claw, because I do have a battalion. And this works, I'm pretty sure, identical to how it used to before. In my hero phase, he draws a little glyph on the ground with Morbheg's Claw, which is the father of Terrorgeist, apparently. And all Death Wizards, or Wizards, sorry, wholly within 12 of him, will gain +2 to their casting rolls, except he's not allowed to move, charge, shoot, or fight until my next hero phase. He's sitting there channeling death magics. So get him to a good position, then use the Claw. From the lore of Death Mages, the Necromancer will know Fading Vigor, -1 to attack characteristics to a minimum of 1. Manfred von Karstein will know Decrepify, because there's a lot of heroes on the other side of the table. That is -1 damage to all attacks and -1 to wound. And then the Vampire Lord over here is going to know Spirit Gale, just to try and pump out some mortal wounds from the lore of vampires. Now, I would like to point out that I feel like Manfred should, and Neferata too, because of how powerful wizards they were, even in the old world, they were more powerful wizards than they are now. I feel like the Mortarch should know all the spells from both the lores, like Nagash does, and it wouldn't even change anything, because they can still only cast so many. It's not like they're as powerful at casting as Nagash, and I would probably still cast the exact same power every time as the one I would pick. But come on, just give me the option to pick them all. It's just so weird that he used to be a lore master of death and vampires, and now he's just like, oh, pick one spell. Not that it's not bad, it doesn't matter, I'm just complaining a little bit, just a little bit there. And for the rest of the units, well, we have a Fellwing Flock. This is a battalion in the Soulblight Gravelord Battle Tome. It involves at least 2 Vargeist units and 2 Fellbat units. The Vargeist are battle line for Legion of Night. And the turn they charge, they get +1 to hit, and that's it. What I like the most about this battalion is it is simply 80 points. So that right there, you know, command points 50 points. It's 1 single drop if you want it to be, and you get an extra artifact of power. I love super cheap battalions like that. That bring not terrible. The Fellbats suck, but whatever. They'll fly around and grab objectives. Ideally, is their aspirations in life in this game. And our last battle line unit will be this 30 brick of skeleton warriors. We have 2 units of 20 Graveguard. This one will have great weapons, and this one here will be equipped with crypt shields and their regular cursed weapons. And that is it for my force. Now the Legion of Night, they have 2 special rules I forgot to cover. They have the Bait, and they have Ageless Cunning. Now the Bait is +1 to my save rolls for Death Rattle and Deadwalker units in the first battle round. So that's going to be these 3 units here. That'll get +1 to their save in the first battle round. And Ageless Cunning is Legion of Night units can be put to the side and outflank from table edges throughout the course of the game up until turn 3. Turn 4, they count as being destroyed. I can put 1 unit in ambush for every unit I have on the table. So I might utilize that a little bit, we'll see. But what we're going to really try and focus on is Manfred's cunning and finesse and what he's able to, the shenanigans he's able to do on the table, and we'll see in a moment here.
Today I play El Gigantes.
Big boys.
Well, I like them.
It's been a while.
End of the day. I think I played them against Matt the other day. I don't really know.
Oh, for me it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of release schedule stuff. Okay, anywho. Looking at my War Stomper tribe. The War Stomper up front will be in charge. He will be El Generalissimo. Gonna go for eager for the fight, so he can declare charges 18 inches away and rolls 3d6 for his charge. Kind of nice. And then for his artifact of power, we're going to go for the Ironweld Cestus. I can reroll save rolls for attacks to target him, and if the rerolls a 6, I do a mortal wound back to you.
He just straight up rerolls all saving throws.
Yep.
Woo! Woo! Well, he's got 4 up, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to get some big rend on him. That's wild. That's good. That's scary.
Right? It's kind of terrifying. He always dies first, though, so, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, okay.
Every single game I play. Behind him, we get a Gatebreaker and a Kraken Eater. And then a unit of 3 Man Crusher Gargants. That's my list. And I bought the extra command point.
Pretty sure last time I played against the Giants here, you had Stumpy.
Oh, no. Has it been that long?
I feel like it's been that long.
Huh.
It may have been. Could you, if you're playing War Stompers, could you just have like 3 of all Giants in your collection? But like, I'm just going to bring 3 Stompers this game, or like
yeah, there's no reason not to do that. It's just, I mean, we wanted 1 of each. This is, again, I've talked about wanting to expand this out, but currently we're working on getting the Skaven expanded out.
Yeah.
Then after that, I don't know, there's a couple things up in the air. I wouldn't mind expanding either the Nurgle a little bit or getting like another, like 6 Man Crushers. We'll see. The little guys there.
Oh, the little guys. Yeah. You could alter your build up quite a bit with that.
Yeah, there's actually a couple different neat builds. And the Stomper tribe runs units of Man Crushers not too terribly.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Josh and I are going to be playing the Focal Points Battle Plan out of the General's Handbook 2020. This one has 5 objectives and a Dawn of War style deployment where we deploy along the long edge of the battlefield. We are going to be 9 inches away from each other's territory, which encompasses half of the table exactly, for a total of 18 inches apart at the start of the game. With these 5 objectives, there's a central one that is going to be worth 2 victory points if you control it, and then 4 more surrounding it numbered, objective 1, 2, 3, 4. Now those aren't corresponding to the ones on the table, unfortunately, because I messed that up, but it's not important so much because you'll get 1 point for scoring each of those objectives, and if you score, or if you're controlling objective 1 and 3, or objective 2 and 4, as you see displayed, you'll get 3 victory points instead of the regular 2 you would normally get for that. And if you control an objective marker while there's a friendly monster or behemoth unit within 6 of it, you will score 1 additional victory point. That is great for the Sons of Behemat. I myself have one in the form of Manfred. Here we have a closer look at the table. We're going to be fighting over control of this realm gate, or at least that's what Manfred's forces are here to do, to either reclaim control of it or establish control of it for the Legion of Night, for himself, and set up defenses around it for future campaigning. Why the Giants are here, well, that is anyone's best guess.
Looking for barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce, and they might find it through the realm gate.
Yep, that's what they heard.
Even though the realm gate's too small for them to physically use. This is a
They can reach the realm. It's like a,
they can reach the
fridge.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that a lot. Okay, well, for some of the terrain here, we got GameMat.eu for the mat. It's one of the newer mats. I love the color palette on it. One of my favorite ones, actually. We have Games Workshop old wildwood bases with foreground trees on them. We have Games Workshop newer like Sigmarite ruins. Actually, I apologize, I can't remember the name of it. We have a realm gate from Games Workshop, and these arcane ruins as well. In fact, and then greenleaf terrain for the little rocks you see scattered about. And then we got TNT Laserworks cut out these little Luca Taco Cat objective markers. And a reminder for any Silver Vault members or anyone thinking about upgrading to a Silver Vault membership, you'll get discounts to a lot of terrain and model companies, or just companies that have assets for modeling. And that's in the Vault section on the website. Or you can click on the link down below to get some information, or simply go to MiniWarGaming.com/silver discount, and that'll redirect you to where you need to be. Over 40 companies now, a lot of options. We're going to go ahead and roll off, pick our territories, and then deploy our forces. And we're deployed. Hey, look at that. Josh finished deploying first. He's, I mean, it makes sense. He's only got 4 drops. I had like 5 or 6. We have Fellbats on the side with Graveguard. I decided to keep my Crypt Shield and single hand weapon, or hand weapon shield Graveguard on the table. We have the Vampire Lord with the Unbending Will command trait nearby them. Manfred deployed with the Skeletons and the Necromancer over here. Keeping the Necromancer with the Skeletons because of Von Hell's Dance Macabre, even though they would benefit more from the immune to battle shock. If this was a... if there wasn't 5 objectives, I probably would have put both of them together with the Skeletons in the middle, but I had to kind of form 2 fronts in a way. The Necromancer over there with Morbag's Claw as well. And now the Vargeis are circling above, so they are able to show up anywhere they want on the table, more than 9 away from enemies on any turn from 1 to 3. And the Graveguard with great weapons are the Ageless Cunning. They are going to be outflanking from any table edge more than 9 away from enemies, wholly within 6 of said table edge. And they can show up anywhere between 1 and 3. And then we have our Kraken Eater, Stomper, and then our regular Man-Eaters. Man Crushers, and this is the Siege Breaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, and that's the deployment there.
Gatebreaker, technically.
Or Gatebreaker, yeah. So Josh here finished deploying first. You have all the power. I assume you're going to make me go first.
I think I'm going to have you go first. That way I can just control the objectives. And you wisely deployed far enough back that I can't get any good, reliable turn 1 charges on you.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of Buddy there. What do they move normally, 12?
Okay, so they're all different. So
they are different.
10, I want to say it's 10, 11, 12. I think these guys are 8, but they can run in charge.
Right, yeah, and I know Buddy there can charge 18 inches.
He can declare, yeah.
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Do you have to? Okay, you don't have to roll anything, do you?
No, I don't have to roll anything. I'm just kind of thinking about this. Yeah, I think I will have you go first.
It'll be me first. All right. This is going to be a tough game, scoring-wise, I think, for me, just because of the rule of the monsters get the extra victory points. So Josh could reliably just kind of stay back there and get quite a bit of turns points right away. So I do have to be a little aggressive to try and accrue as many points as I can, but it gives me an opportunity to show off some of my rules, so I'm okay with that. It'll be Legion of Night turn 1, or Bone Lords, Soulblight Gravelords turn 1, Bone Lords. I'm going to gain a command point going up to 2 because I got the battalion. We're going to go ahead and attempt to cast some spells here, so we are going to have Manfred. Does he get any bonuses to casting? No, we're actually going to have... Why not? We're going to have the Necromancer carve out Morbag's Claw on the ground there. He's not going to be able to move, run, or move, charge, or fight this turn, or shoot, but he will give bonus casting to Manfred, and Manfred's going to cast Mystic Shield.
Yeah, you're doing all that? You're going to pop that on a Mystic Shield?
Oh, I failed. I actually failed the Mystic Shield. It's not once per... I do it every turn.
Oh, you do it every turn. Sorry, I thought it was the once per game. I'm like, wait, no.
Yeah, I just... The downside is he can't move. Well, that's unfortunate, but you know, no matter...
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's not the worst, I suppose. Feels kind of sad, but he's got no spells to really cast. Nothing's in range, and the Vampire Lord over here has nothing to cast at, and we have no Deathly Invocations to do. So we're good to proceed to the movement phase, I suppose, where we're probably going to be pretty reserved with these units. We're going to keep him back here to get some cover, and he'll have a 2-up save against ranged attacks. The Necromancer shouldn't be able to be seen, so the only real good target's Manfred. That's why I wanted Mystic Shield on him, because he does have that 3-up save now. But for movement, we're just going to run Manfred. He's going to go, well, 17 inches, which is still enough. What we're going to do here is Manfred is going to get stuck on a tree. He's going to move to there, just get within 6 of the center of that objective, to get me a couple of victory points this turn. And we are going to reposition a few of these units. So if anything pounces on Manfred, they can then pounce on that unit. The Graveguard reposition, so does the Vampire Lord. And then the Skeletons and the Necromancer, well, the Necromancer won't reposition, but the Skeletons are going to meander a little bit. And that there should conclude my turn. I have no shooting. I'm not going to show up from the sky or have my Graveguard show up yet. And we're scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points because we have Manfred on it. Manfred being a behemoth. Before Josh takes his turn, I forgot to show off the Felbat movement. In fact, I forgot to move them in general, so let's quickly move them off camera. They ran an extra 4, moved 18. They just kind of flew forward a wee bit over there. Now it is Josh's command phase. He gets a second command point.
I do, indeed.
Do you go right on to movement, or do you have anything?
Yeah, no, I'll go right on to movement.
Okay, right on to movement.
That's why I love this army. We're going to start by having these guys run.
All right, the little guys moving an extra 5, very nice. And they move 8, you said, or 10?
I think they, I want to say they're 8 base.
They get a 13-inch move, and they're able to run in charge.
They're able to run in charge if they're close to one of the big guys.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is still spend the command point off him and change that to a 6.
Oh, just to get them even closer.
It'll be a 9-inch charge into the Skeletons then.
Gotcha, to try and snag them.
100%.
They're going to fall for the Ancient Trap.
Yep.
They get +1 to their save, and they come back quite a bit.
Sure.
That's where they end up. It's going to be a 9-inch charge for them to enact an honorable combat with Skeletons. What about the Gatecrasher, Gatebreaker? We're just going to be there. Yeah.
Urgh. I will move on up to say hello to Manfred.
Hello.
I think I'm just going to move over to this other side here. Oh, I could have kicked that in the hero phase.
All right.
And I think actually I'm going to, and that'll kind of depend on where I want to move.
Is it the Kraken Eater that kicks?
Kraken Eater kicks, yeah.
And is that how far he kicks it?
Yep.
5 inches?
Yep,
All right.
5 inches, and I'm just going to kind of send it...
Set it downfield?
Yeah, it's under here now.
Alrighty. Shooting?
Yep, we're going to go for the Hurl to Boulder into Manfred.
This is where I was hoping... I might do... what's the rend on this?
3.
Ah, alright. I'm not going to worry about rerolling of saving rolls. I don't even know if I can do that in shooting phase.
Okay.
But here we go. Hey!
I missed.
Nice, good. Happy. This is the one thing I was worried about, him taking range damage, because it's 3 victory points to pass up if I don't go there.
No, I totally get why you went there.
Yeah.
We'll throw from here into him as well.
Is that the Kraken Eater?
Yeah, now how... His healing mechanics, how much is he healing naturally every turn? Does he get to kill stuff?
He has to kill stuff. It's not going to trigger a whole lot against the 6 models.
Looking for 4s. So
Couple hits.
2 hits. Wounding you on 3s. This is only rend -1.
Alright. We have 2 wounds. We have that new 3-up save on the Mortarks. Let's see if it matters. Well, not really, but how much damage?
D3.
D3 damage. 2. He has a 6-up to ignore. Ooh, and he's got the Armor of Templehof, so he always ignores the first damage every phase he takes, so he only takes 1 damage there. 11 wounds left.
Okay. And it's over to charges.
All right, where are we charging first?
So, really, I mean, this charge coming in here?
All right, they need a 9. And they're near a big guy.
Yes.
Hooah.
9 to make it into the Skeletons.
Yes. Oh ho! The 6 paid off. 2 of them are going to make it in for crushing charges.
Indeed, good sir.
How does theirs work?
Looking for a 2-up to do D3 mortal wounds.
Per guy, yep.
Yep.
It's going to be... Oh, that's going to be 2 2-ups and then 2 D3 or pair of D3 mortal wounds. 5. You have deathless minions. They get to roll the 1 because they have a banner, so only 4 of them die. But they don't come back because this is the charge phase. Has to be the fight phase where they come back. So that was 4. We'll save these 4 die.
Looking over here real quick, I'm back and forth. I could charge Manfred, but then that lets him teleport to anywhere he wants on the board, right?
More than 9 away.
More than 9 away from any of my stuff.
So if anyone's curious, at the beginning of the fight phase, if an enemy's within 3 inches of him, he disappears into a cloud of mist or smoke, or just like leaves the battlefield and goes anywhere he wants more than 9 away from an enemy unit. So it's incredibly hard to catch him in melee, unless I want him to be caught.
Right, so my back and forth right now that I'm thinking about would be, I could charge him to get D3 mortal wounds on him, that he's going to ignore. So a chance to get maybe 1 mortal wound on him, but then he gets to go anywhere he wants.
He also moves 16, so he could probably get anywhere he wants.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to give him the mobility yet. But it's interesting mechanically, because I can't just go like, whatever, who cares?
Charge. Well, also if you charge him, you line yourself to get charged by them in return.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
No charging, we're just going to go ahead and fight with them.
Yep, I'm just going to pile in.
More than 3 away from Manfred, so he doesn't get free swings at them. Yeah, good luck.
Fit there.
You can swap them if you want. All their weapons all their weapons go off to the left, so
organized like that.
it doesn't work out super well for them.
After piling in, these guys are going to try to
I got 3
Shove
banners
the-
there. What's the range on this?
That's 3 inches, so I don't think I can get all of them.
Where's the third one? I can't remember where I put the third one.
I think they're all like
they're all pretty. Yeah, they're all right in front. Yeah.
So I can get 2 of them.
Yeah. So like that guy could try and get that one. That one can try and get. Actually, that one's too far away. Probably. Yeah.
So they're each going to try for a banner. I don't care which one you pull. Do you want me to?
No, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yes. So
You just gotta
they
hit the
double
roll.
wound
Yeah.
characteristic.
So that kills that banner off. And this is in the combat phase, right?
After the model piles in, yeah.
Yeah. So these guys can come back to life. Still got that third banner there.
He can. I'll let you pick which one.
He could go for the champion if you want to.
Oh, the champion there?
Yeah, there's a champion up front in the
Oh,
middle.
okay. Yeah, let's try to get him.
And we do. All right, so the champion is going to go down as well. Here we go. And then they fight. Butts first.
Yes. Starting off, I'm looking for 4s to hit,
2 hits,
and then looking for 3s to wound you.
2 wounds.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I have a 4-up save because of the first battle round, but there was no save against that. How much damage are they?
Double checking. It's 4 base, but I think I get an extra damage because of your unit size.
It's going to be 12 damage because of the Stomper tribe and the bonuses they get. So those getting through, those typically are a little harder to get through. So I'm a little sad about that, but that's 12 damage so far of the...
And to clarify, it's because the Stomper tribe, for units of 20 or more that they're hitting, they get +2 damage on these guys.
Yeah. Kicks.
Yeah, let's try for some kicks. 3s to hit.
All hit.
Okay. Terrifyingly accurate. 3s to wound.
And
There it is.
1 fail. Or, sorry, 1 pass. How much, Brent?
-2.
Ooh, I do get a 6-up against that because of the extra save I have. And how much damage?
This is going to be D3 + 2.
All right, so we have 4. And then 30 club attacks. 10 per model. 3s to hit.
3s to wound. Okay.
These are all going to be bonus 2 damage because of my unit size as well. This could be devastating. And these are 5-up saves because of the bonus to my save. So the unfortunate thing here is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 on top of 12, so 33, plus 4 more. Yeah, 37 wounds on my unit from their charge. I roll this twice. They have a 6-up to shrug off that damage. They do get to reroll once because I still have a banner left alive. That's not a pass. And so I stopped 4 so far. And oh, they're all dead. They tried their bestest though. So of the 37, I'm stopping 4. Yeah, they're all dead. They get absolutely annihilated. Good charge though, 9-inch charge. Boo, my skeletons. Boo. I honestly moved them 1 inch far too close. Now, this was also me. I didn't expect all that damage. These guys usually don't do a lot of damage. So I didn't really respect. I figured they were going to charge. I wanted them to charge in so that these skeletons could, do their reanimate. But, oof.
They kind of do a lot.
Yeah, especially when they get those bonuses against the skeletons. All right, well, that's unfortunate. And that is the end of the turn there. Scoring, oh boy, this is going to be pretty bad. So you get 4 victory points, 5. Because, I don't know.
I think it's 3.
Yeah, and then 4, 5?
4. No, I don't think so. Let's check this.
Well, yeah, we'll figure that out. You get at least 3 for that one. An extra 2 for that one because they're both behemoths on it. And we're going to figure out this one here. It does say if you're controlling an objective while there's a monster near it, and they are controlling...
Friendly monster, friendly behemoth, yeah.
So they are controlling this one, and there's a monster nearby it. So that's going to be an extra 4 victory points. So they're actually getting 10 victory points on this battle round alone. All right, second battle round coming up. Score is 10-5 for the Sons of Behemat. And we're going to roll off. 4. I win ties. 5. Ooh. Oh, that's the double turn. So they're lined up to take the big win there. We could just say you win automatic. Like, that's an auto win. They won. They did their destruction thing. They chose to go second, move forward, smash, get a double turn, smash again. I put myself in a position where I got caught out pretty bad over here. I thought they would. I forgot about the. I didn't forget about it. I'm not too familiar with the army, so I shouldn't. I guess my option was to not get caught at all. But I wanted to do the skeleton thing where they stand back up and it's the tar pit unit, then finish them off.
With me going second, there was a chance if I got the double turn, I was going to do that anyways. So,
yeah.
You tried to bait a charge out because they were in a position there where if I didn't make a 9-inch charge, you could have potentially come and dummied them.
Yeah, my plan going forward was going to be I was going to focus him down and try and get him.
I figured Manfred would go after them. Okay, but I'll take my turn and then we'll chat more.
Yeah. And sometimes that's just what happens.
That's just what happens sometimes.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
So let's get ready to just jump into
post-game,
the post-game itself. Because I Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of extra vault content for you.
Yeah, pretty much just like a free. It didn't take us too long to get to this point in the game. Let me tell you that much, guys.
Looking at this, yeah, I don't think there's a way to salvage this.
Yeah,
I'd
this
be
one's
curious.
scuffed.
So showing the board for all of the commenters below.
What would you do in this position?
In this situation, not what should Luca have done differently, because we'll talk about that a bit.
Right.
And that's whatever. I don't care about hindsight being 2020. I want to know, you're in this situation as the death player. What do you do?
Yeah, in this position, leave comments.
It's a tournament game. You can't just concede.
You can't concede. You got to play it out, and you would try and get as many points as you can, and then take the loss. I would assume you would just be like, okay, well, I would still go with my original plan. Manfred flies over there. I don't know if he's within 18. He's probably not. I would just run him off. I don't know what I would do with him. I'd run him away or something.
Well, I think the Man Crusher's probably going to crush that.
I would like, they're going to go for there, and then he's going to go for that with the Graveguard support, and then I'm going to hopefully. The problem is, I can't. No, you're right. Yeah, like he would just run off and die.
Yeah, the Necromancer's dead. The Man
Yeah.
Crushers are going to kill the Necromancer no matter what.
Yeah, but I guess my hope would be I'd run far enough away that they get lured that way. And then,
Oh,
like,
okay. So
yeah.
this is assuming I didn't get the initiative.
Oh, right, you're getting your initiative.
Yeah,
of course, my bad.
it's my turn
Yeah,
right
so
now.
that guy, he's dead. He's dead. He's gone.
Oh, I guess yeah. The comments would be, what would you do if you didn't?
Right.
If Luca didn't lose initiative.
Oh, okay. So like, if assuming you go, it's like these guys are dead.
I don't know if I'd bother. I would probably throw everything at Manfred and then charge him with all of my units and do as many mortal wounds as possible. Because I think I could realistically get them all to charge him.
I mean, you could do that, but it's not. The math says you don't kill him with nowhere close to mortal wounds.
You don't think so? Well, like mortal wounds and throws.
I guess we could quickly resolve
Do you
that.
want to quickly resolve? Oh.
Because I think the better play is everything just goes for. Because what does he matter? In the end, he does. All you care about is point. If you want to kill him for the sake of killing him, that's cool.
Well, it means I don't got to worry about him later in the game.
But he's not a threat.
He could. Well, I think in my mind, looking at your force, he's the only threat. Graveguard are kind of scary, but I should be able to stay away from the board edge, hopefully. And
I guess you're probably overestimating the damage he deals. He only has like 4.
Oh, I know. I just know that he doesn't.
But anyways, yeah.
It's not fantastic.
We
so
can figure
I throw
out,
a boulder at him, hitting on 3. Okay, things suck.
So we had some audio issue there. So yeah, the boulder misses.
Boulder misses because that's the 4 damage that I really need. These guys are all going to throw at him on 4s. They all hit. Wound him on 3s. 2 wounds.
-1. He passes both.
Okay, well then maybe he's going to be fine then. He's going to throw. He hits once. He wounds. Same stats.
Same idea. He passes.
Yeah.
And then the mortal.
Okay, so I just presuming I charge.
We'll assume everything hits.
So
yeah.
these guys are all 2 ups to do D3 mortal wounds. They get it all. So D3 mortal wounds apiece to them.
That's 5. And then
the little guys going. Same thing.
They all succeed. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 11 mortal wounds. And then he has a 6 up to ignore. And then, he automatically ignors 1 afterwards, so he'll live.
Yeah,
And then he would pass 1, so he'd be at 1 wound left, and then he would ignore 1 and be at 2 wounds. He'd only be at 2 wounds left. He'd be pretty close to dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
if
yeah,
the throwing worked out a little bit better.
Yeah. I don't know. Was this... So this is a standard... this is all the giants we have. Is this the perfect way to take on this list?
Well, the circumstances, the 9-inch charge. If they didn't make that charge, then I could have assumed the Graveguard would. They have a 9-inch rollable charge. They could have made it into him with great weapons and Manfred boosting up their hits and wound rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had to focus over there and then hopefully take that guy out and then have something else show up over there on that objective when they commit. Because all this game would have been had these circumstances not happened. Would have been all my forces would have focused over there, pulling these giants that way. Then the Vargeist drop over here. And then these guys go for objectives and try and pull them, and then try and pull them back in this direction. That was my plan. But
that makes sense, yeah, because the Kraken Eater keeps bringing the objective this way with them.
Yeah, but then these guys making I put them forward knowing it was going to be about an 8 to 10-inch charge. I didn't really measure too much, but I'm like, okay, that's a rough charge. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't. Assuming I assumed you were going to run 6.
Yeah.
So I was eyeballing. I'm like, okay, well, 8 to 10-inch charge, not super likely. They got the 9. Unfortunate. I should have gone back a couple more inches, but knowing the outcome here, even if I went back an inch and it was a 10-inch charge, it would have just made a 10-inch charge instead. So they were destined to die. I was hoping to pull them out and then focus everything on him, take him out, pull the forces over that way, capitalize on stuff over here. It'd be like a cloak and dagger, kind of like guerrilla warfare style game. But I think I could have pulled out a win there. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that well for me.
I took the bait.
Yeah. Oh man,
it was delicious.
That was bad. That was rough for them. Sometimes that happens though. That's just the way she goes. Poor guys. Big giants are bullies. That's pretty much it. I don't have any more. We didn't have enough game tip from our closing thoughts, man. I can't think of.
I don't know. I think at this point, I feel the post games went as long as the game did.
Yeah, it's about 25% of the length. Oh, you mean the game, like gameplay, or like the entire video?
Not the entire video, the gameplay.
Oh, probably actually. It's probably almost
When you
as
look
long.
at the pregame stuff, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I obviously the biggest mistake I made was moving 1 inch too close to the skeletons. The double turn is unavoidable.
The charge would have been. Oh, I think
You would have got the yeah. There you go. You would have got the. It was destined for them to get crushed, and look at that. Even if I moved back an inch, they would have made their charge. The problem with that double turn though is not much I could have recovered from. Like they would have even if I stayed back an inch, these events still would have happened. The double turn unfortunately ended it. It's a great mechanic. Sometimes it is what it is.
sometimes it gets you.
Yeah, like okay, plan for the double turn, sure. In this case, Manfred would have been fine. He wouldn't have died. He would have.
Yeah, you're correct. Going after him would have been less valuable.
Yeah.
In the long, well,
He would have been hurt. He would have been down
probably
to 2
what
wounds.
would have happened is that if none of my shooting had actually hit him, I would have been in position to charge elsewhere.
Yeah.
I would have not bothered charging him.
Right, exactly. And then he would have been at full health, and then my plan still would have worked, but I would have, the double turn, they would still be dead, even though I put him in a better position, and then these guys would be 100% dead to that guy. Like that guy with like all his attacks, and he gets more attacks based on how many models are in
It
the
caps
unit.
out at 10, though.
Yes,
Ironically, he doesn't do nearly as much damage as the Man Crushers would.
I suppose, yeah, but there's only 20 of them, so there's 10 less models.
Sure, well, because he doesn't get the bonus damage, though.
Oh, how come why doesn't he get
It's
the
just
bonus?
the little guys that he's in charge of. The Man Crushers get it. He gets extra attacks naturally. It's not because of the tribe. So he maxed out at 10 on the Boulder Club, and I think they're 3s and 3s.
Are they not 3 damage because of my unit size?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Unless I'm missing something. So they'd just be 3s and 3s minus 2 damage.
Also, there's like pretty much all the value is in these guys.
100%. And that's where, like, I've talked about wanting to get more of them and run it so, there's one, maybe 2
Big guys?
War Stompers running, multiple units of little guys.
Are 3 of them the equivalent of 1 big guy, points-wise?
No, I think they're actually cheaper. I guess, no, they're almost, they're the exact same. So the 3 of them, because they get the regiment
Yeah,
bonus.
that's what I figured. They would just...
Yeah, they're 480 points for the 3 of them.
Yeah, so they would
Instead
just
of
sub at
180 each.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Well, folks, sorry the game was a little scuffed there, but I mean, it's just extra content now for you. And that's pretty much all she wrote, and that's sometimes what happens in Age of Sigmar. I guess I could use this game as an example as to why people were curious we stopped doing the double turn. I personally don't mind it. It just
I use it sometimes, don't use it
exactly.
other times.
For recording content, we potentially wasted a part of the day now because this game is no good for a real game. But it's early enough that we can still get our schedule
Extra
done.
stuff
for
is
the-
always nice. It's just,
Yeah. But, if this was maybe took longer to prepare or whatever, the day might be a little messed up because of it. So it's a little too risky to run that rule. That's why we would typically not play with it. But, these 2 pretty fast army, well, the 1 really fast army plays fast. It's not so bad to play with it. Anyways, just a little, thought into, or insight into our thought process on it. Anyways, we're going to go and rack up another game here, and hopefully you got a laugh out of it. And we'll see you for
I
more
certainly did.
AOS content, and happy wargaming.